Inshallah, we are going to move on to the Medina book 1. And before we do that, let's do a little recap of what we have learned in this book. So this enumerates everything we have done in every lesson, and I've made a small overview of what we have learned. So we have learned 4 Asmaul Ishara, 4 pointing nouns. We just, in grammar, we did the Ism Ishara Musharun Ilay Murakkab. In that we saw all of the Asmaul Ishara that are possible for near and for far. It would be a very good idea that we memorize this now, but the way the book is going, it's taking a few Asmaul Ishara at a time. So the book has taught us Hadha, this, Dhalika, that, Hadhihi, this, feminine ke liye, for feminine, and Tilka, that, for feminine. The book has taught us interrogative words. Ma means what, man, who, aina, where, and Hamza istifhamia. It doesn't have one translation, it will depend on the sentence. You can use it for different words in English like is, are, do, am. We have learned huruf of jar, fi, it means in, min means from, ila means towards, ala upon, li for or belongs to. We learned the harf of atf, waw, which means and. Zuruf we have been taught tahta means under, amama in front of, khalfa behind. Remember, a zarf is an ism, a noun, which is, why did we categorize it into a separate group? These nouns, they denote time or place. And we say we are studying them, we are saying that there are some zuruf that take a mudaf ilay, otherwise the meaning is not complete. So these are those zuruf, some of them. Pronouns we have learned, huwa means he, hiya, she, ana, I, and anta, you, for a man, for a boy. In verbs we have learned 3. Zahaba means he went, it means to go. Kharaja means he left, he went out, so it means to leave, to exit. Jalasa, he sat, to sit. Pronunciation concepts, please remember we learned short vowels and long vowels. Short vowels are just dhamma, fatha, kasra, just make one sound, a, u, e. Long vowel, you will see the haraka, fatha, dhamma, kasra, and right after it you will see the corresponding letter, alif, waw, or ya, and you will make the sound of 2 harakat, a, u, e. Sun and moon letters have, this is how Arabic works. These are the alphabets. When there is an al before a word, you have to decide whether you're going to pronounce the lam of the al or not. In Shamsi letters, the lam assimilates with the letter, you don't pronounce it. Ash-Shams. But in Qamari letters, you pronounce the lam al-Qamar. That's what they are. In writing concepts, we learned that sometimes some letters are not written, but they are pronounced. For instance, in Hada, I'm pronouncing the alif for the elongation of ha sound, but it's not written. Grammar, we learned that a word can be made definite by adding the particle al. Al-kitab is definite, kitabun is nakira, indefinite. We learned that a nominal sentence, or in Arabic the term is jumla ismiya, it has a subject or mubtada, and it has a predicate or khabar. We learned that a predicate or khabar can be one word, which is called khabar mufrad. It can be a shibhu jumla, which can further be 2 things. A shibhu jumla can either be a jar wa majroor, or a shibhu jumla can be a zarf. The third type of khabar is a sentence. So within a sentence, you will find another sentence as a khabar. Jar majroor we studied is basically formed between a harf of jar. Remember we studied some, fi, min, ila, ala. And right after that you will see a noun which will be in jar status. The term, grammatical term for this is ism majroor. This noun will be called ism majroor. Together they can come as a khabar. We also studied idafa construction. This is a construction formed between nouns. There is the mudaf and a mudaf ilay. This kind of construction can be of 2 types. It can show either possession, so there will be a possessor and a possession. So Ahmad's book, Kitabu Ahmad. Or it could be a relationship between special words after which there's a mudaf ilay, like tahtal maktabi. This can also be an idafa construction. The rules that we have to remember about idafa are that the mudaf can not have al or tanween, and the mudaf ilay is always in jar state. Then we have also learned in the book that some nouns, they cannot take tanween because they are partly flexible. The term is ghayru munsarif. There is another term, mamnu' min as-sarf. One example that the book teaches us is that female Arab names that do not have a male counterpart are ghayr munsarif, like Aishatu. You will not see Aishatun. A ghayr munsarif word does not take tanween. It also cannot take kasra. Book also teaches us what a munada looks like. It's a noun. Before it you will see a harf of nida, for instance ya. So this noun munada, it will have one dhamma in two cases. Either your munada is a proper name, for instance Yasir. If you're calling Yasir and you say ya Yasir, the haraka on the word Yasir will be, last letter would be a dhamma, one dhamma, ya Yasiru. If you're calling a nakira noun, for instance, oh boy, you can say ya waladu. This is when you know which boy is intended. Every noun has a gender. It's either muzakkar or mu'annath. And then lastly, when a noun with al comes after an ism ishara, they make a construction which we just did in grammar, ism ishara musharun ilay. So this is what we did in our book up till now, alhamdulillah. So inshallah we will go on and start with lesson number 9.